Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this video. Before we get into the video, I just want to say, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Right now, currently, we're at 4.5k subscribers. I'm trying to reach 5k subscribers before the end of the year, so that will be very helpful. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's just jump right into the video. So, this video, we're going to be talking about the forgotten mechanic that Netmarble put in the game. And that's the transformation mechanic. The transformation mechanic, yeah. The transformation mechanic is probably one of, if not, like, the worst mechanics in the game. The transformation mechanic, I personally think, is terrible. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it at all, especially with the units they brought with it. So the first transformation unit ever was actually Aaron. So Aaron Yeager from the Attack on Titan collab, he was the first transformation unit to be released in the game, and he's not that good. He really isn't. So his passive increases damage dealt by 10% for every orb filled inside his ultimate move gauge. Yeah, and then his passive for his Titan form is he can't be ultimate move disabled. That sucks. That sucks. Here's why I don't like it. Right? Here's why I don't like it. It's on his ultimate where he transforms, which I understand. But then he increases all of his stats basically, and then decreases attack related stats of all enemies. You have to have them have him 6 out of 6 for it to go up to 35%. I'm not a huge fan of this because of the fact that, well, one, he's time limited, so he probably will never come back. Two, I don't like the fact that you have to transform on your ultimate. I think having the transformation mechanic on passive might be better. I understand why they made it on ultimate, though. I do understand. So that way you don't have a damaging ultimate. You can just transform your ult, and then, you transform, yada, yada, yada. However, the problem with this is that once you transform, your ultimate move gauge goes right back down to 0, right? And then you have to do it all over again. And with these transformation units, they're not that great. They're really not that great. Like, Aaron's terrible. Camilla is terrible as well, although she might be slightly better than him just because she has a stun on her first skill, right? She basically has Goddess Elizabeth's card. Then she also have a lifesteal move, which is eh. And then her passive. Her passive is... It could have been good, but it's like, bruh. Increases her HP related stats by 5%. She has to take damage. She has to take damage for it to work, and that can be bad depending on the situation you're in. So if there are 5 or more of this affects, so she has to get hit 5 times. She has to get hit 5 times for it to activate completely, like her whole passive to activate completely, right? So once there are 5 or more of this effect, removes the buff, deletes 1 hero skill. I don't know why they decided to put that there, and completely fails the ultimate move gauge. So she can, right? I like this passive, right? I do like this passive when it gets down to this part, but I hate it. I hate this part. So if it were just like 5% per hero skill or something like that, right? It'd be better, because then, you remove this whole part. Just remove the whole part of this passive, right? So if it were increases her HP related stats by 5% whenever she uses a skill for I don't know, up to 3 times, and completely fills the ultimate move gauge, better. Maybe a lot better. Again, I'm not a fan of it. Then she transforms. She removes debuffs from allies and buffs from enemies, which is good. That's very good, actually. And then decreases enemies' max HP by 4% for each buff removed. I don't like that part. That part's terrible. That part's terrible. And then she transforms, of course, right? And her passive for when she transforms is that she increases allies' attack related stats by 20%. Not terrible, right? Not terrible. Actually, decent, right? Support. But yeah, these transformation units, they just suck. Again, I'm not a huge fan. I think it's one of the if not the worst mechanic in the game. And like, it just proves my point when you see that only 2 characters have the transformation mechanic. And if we go to when, you know, these characters released on JP, yeah, when these characters were released on JP, it was over like a few months ago, actually. So let's see. That period, where's Eren Yeager, Nope. Okay, I might have passed it. Oh, here we go. June 29th, 2020 is when these units were released, right? Or when Eren was released. Yeah, we're coming up on a year since he was released on you know, JP. Camilla was released a month later, August 13th. Yeah. So she was released August 13th. Eren was released June 29th of last year. That is the last time, right? August 13th, 2020. That is the last time we got a transformation unit. And you know, this goes all the way up to January 14th of this year. So yeah, this is pretty big because if, you know, they wanted to make the transformation mechanic viable or, you know, relevant, I don't know why they just stopped. I mean, it could be that it's just terrible. It could be, right? Because the transformation mechanic is just not that good. Like, it's really not that good. So you got red and green, and that's it. Units that were released last year. We're coming up on a year on JP for when they were released. So it's just not good. In terms of units that actually could be, I'm gonna go on the incognito tab because I don't want you to see what's I don't want you guys nosy on into what I search up on Google, right? But yeah, in terms of units that we could like get, we could actually get like full grown Wings King. That's you know, a transformation unit, because he did transform into this in the anime and manga, right? He was in this form and then he just, you know, transformed with full grown. So we could get a version of King like this. All his moves will be powered up. I would really actually like that, because then King could buff fairies potentially. I did a, you know, character concept on King. If they make him a, you know, a buff to the fairies, because we could use it. We really could use it for the fairies, right? So we go to fairies. Yeah, this is all we got. Literally all we got. And it's just filled to the brim with kings. This is all we got. So having him as another transformation mechanic, you know, character would actually be very good. Right? Would actually be very good. Make him better. Like insanely better. Make him a festival transformation unit. Make him a fest transformation unit, and now we're talking. Now we're talking, right? So yeah. Then we go to, I think, another character would be Escanor. Now, we don't really need another Escanor, but we could get Escanor, right, where he's at his full power. And we could get this version, right? This version of Escanor, we could get the max power of the one. That would actually be pretty insane if we got that. We could get a transformation Escanor, right, where he starts so skinny, then transforms. We could get both of those would work. I feel like the skinny Escanor into the giant, you know, into obviously, you know, Escanor would be more reasonable than max power the one. I don't know. I just feel like it, right? I don't know why this says Lord. Hold on, I'm curious. Okay. So yeah, right, we could get that. Eventually we will get this version of Escanor, so I don't know when, but we will get that version of Escanor. Spoiler, I guess, right? Yeah, so it's just very interesting to see like all the units that could potentially get transformations. I mean, they could have even made like Assault Melee into a transformation unit, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, as far as transformation units go, I don't know what they're gonna do with the mechanic. I really don't, because we just need new transformation units, man. If they keep, you know, if they actually make more transformation units, again, they could make it better putting the transformation on the passive, right? It could be like transforms when for example, transforms when this unit uses 3 or more skills, right? Completely completely dissolves the ultimate move gauge, so you're back at 1. But yeah, that'd be better, I feel like. And then obviously, just change the skills. I feel like it'd just be a lot better if it were on passive and unique instead of it just being on ultimate. I feel like it'd just be a better mechanic in general. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you guys think the transformation mechanic is good? What units would you like to see as a transformation mechanic? But that's gonna be it for the video. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, and as always, I will see you all next time.